Alaikum everyone. This is Huzaifah Ahmed from Rehan School Korangi campus. Today my topic of discussion with ChatGPT is going to be the power of positive thinking and how to reframe your mindset. So let's start talking with ChatGPT. Today the topic of discussion with you is going to be the power of positive thinking and how to reframe your mindset.
The idea of positive thinking really took off with a psychologist named Norman Vincent Peale. He wrote a famous book called The Power of Positive Thinking back in the 1950s. Basically, he argued that by focusing on optimistic thoughts, you can change your outlook and even your life. To train your mindset, you can start by becoming more aware of your thoughts. Catch yourself when you have a negative thought and consciously replace it with a more balanced or positive one. And you can also practice gratitude, regularly reflecting on what's going well, even small things. It's not about ignoring challenges, it's just about shifting your focus to what's within your control.
All right, now explain more precisely that is it just telling yourself everything will be okay or positive thinking is something else?
That's a great point. Positive thinking isn't just blind optimism or saying everything will be fine without any effort. Instead, it's a conscious practice of acknowledging challenges, but not being consumed by them. It's about choosing to reframe setbacks as temporary and seeking opportunities or lessons in them. You still acknowledge the reality, but you focus on how you respond and what you can control. So it's more of a skill, a mindset shift, rather than just a surface level pep talk.
Now tell me what's the difference between positive thinking and toxic positivity and where is the line?
Yeah, that's really important to distinguish. Positive thinking is about staying hopeful and constructive while still being honest about difficulties. Toxic positivity, though, is when people dismiss real emotions, basically pretending everything is great all the time and shaming anyone who feels upset or down. The line is when you stop allowing space for genuine emotions and just push a good vibes only agenda. Healthy positivity means feeling the full range, but choosing to guide yourself toward hope and growth despite the tough moments.
All right, now what does science say about how your thoughts physically affect your brain and body?
Yeah, there's some really fascinating research on this. Studies show that your thoughts can actually change your brain structure and function, a concept called neuroplasticity. Positive thoughts, for instance, can reduce stress hormones like cortisol and can increase neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin, which boost mood. On the flip side, chronic negative thinking can reinforce stress circuits, making you more prone to anxiety or even physical health issues like inflammation. So basically, your mindset can cascade of biochemical changes in your body.
Now, something that happens with me often is that a negative thought just sticks with me, and I don't know what's the reason. So, I want you to tell me why does this happen, and why do negative thoughts feel more powerful and sticky than the positive ones?
Yeah, that's really common, and it has a lot to do with how our brains are wired. Evolutionarily, we're just more tuned into threats. This is called the negativity bias. Our brains give more weight to negative experiences because they were survival signals. So even a small negative thought longer feel more real and grab our attention. The good news is with practice, like consciously refocusing on positive moments, mindfulness or gratitude, you can gradually start to lose that grip and balance it out.
Now, tell me, can positive thinking actually change your real world outcomes, or is it just a feel good concept?
Yeah, it's a bit more than just a feel good idea. The research shows that positive thinking can impact real world outcomes backs more easily. It can also improve your motivation, so you keep working toward goals, and it can even affect how others perceive and respond to you. So it's not about wishful thinking, it's more about how your mindset shapes your actions, and those actions shape
All
outcomes.
right, now tell me what is cognitive reframing and how is it different from just thinking positive?
Great question. So cognitive framing is more of a technique or a skill where you change how you interpret or frame a situation. Instead of just saying think positively, you actively re examine a scenario, question assumptions, and reframe it in a way that highlights possibilities or different angles. Positive thinking is more of a general attitude, but framing is a deliberate cognitive process. You're essentially shifting your lens to see events in a new, more constructive way.
Now tell me how do you reframe a mindset during genuinely hard situations without being in the denial?
That's a really important balance to strike. The key is to acknowledge the difficulty fully. You don't skip over the pain or pretend it's not there. Instead, you ask yourself, what's in my control right now? What can I learn or how can I grow from this? You don't deny the pain, you just frame it as a chapter, not the whole story. So it's more like seeing the storm, feeling it, but also remembering that storms pass and there's still a future beyond this moment.
Now, what role does self talk play in shaping your mindset over time for long term?
Self talk is huge because it's like a constant internal dialogue that shapes how you see yourself, world. Over time, if you repeat constructive, supportive self talk, like reminding yourself of your strengths or being patient with yourself, that gradually rewires your mindset. It builds confidence, resilience, and a sense of agency. If your self talk is consistently harsh or critical, though, that can keep you stuck in doubt. I'm growing to stronger beliefs and a more grounded mindset.
How do successful people use mindset reframing as a practical daily tool? Answer me in detail for this one.
Yeah, absolutely. So successful people tend to use mindset reframing as a kind of daily habit. They don't just do it once, they integrate it into their routines. For example, when a setback happens, they pause and reframe. Instead of thinking I failed, they might think, what can I learn from this? They also set daily intentions where they frame their goals in terms of growth and possibility, not just outcomes. And they use self reflection. At the end of each day, they reframe any challenges as steps in their progress. So it's not just about a single moment, it's a regular, deliberate practice of shaping how they interpret and respond to life.
All right, now lastly, what's one reframing technique someone can use today when they catch themselves thinking negatively?
One powerful technique is called the cognitive pause. When you notice a negative thought, you literally pause serving me. After that, you consciously reframe it by asking, what's a more balanced or helpful perspective? Over time, this interrupts the automatic spiral of negativity and gives you a chance to choose a healthier thought path.
All right, thank you everyone. This was the end of my discussion with ChatGPT. I hope you liked it. Until the next time, Allah Hafiz.